for the main event.
You can keep him.
Announcing first, he's a hell of a guy. I think he needs a little more sleep, though. He's got dark circles around his eyes. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you, from somewhere in the Middle East, Salem Crane.
Salem Crane back in Now That's Wrestling. Taking on Roy Cooper for the One Sweet Deal. Sorry, he's taking on Roy Cooper, who is our One Sweet Deal champion. That Roy Cooper can use to cash in for any title he wants at any time.
One more time for Salem Crane. And his opponent, you know him, you like him, from right behind that curtain, with the curliest hair in the building tonight, I bring to you, Ray Cooper Smith. Come on, everybody!
Welcome back, Craig. Salem Crane taking on Roy Cooper here. Salem Crane making his return to Now That's Wrestling. Roy Cooper, our One Sweet Deal medallion holder. Salem Crane. Now crowd loves their headlocks. Big headlock takeover even from Salem Crane.
I heard over every inch of my body.
I believe it.
I will try to keep up.
That was a match.
I still don't know how I won. I just remember I missed my line. All the lights went out, and then they held my hand up.
Big headlock takeover from Roy Cooper now on Salem Crane.
Right into the ropes.
Salem reverses it.
I mean, a head scissors is like a headlock, but with your legs, right?
Pretty much. Salem Crane feeling out to test his strength, it seems like.
I feel like that'd be a bad call on Roy's part.
That would be a very bad call on Roy's part. Salem Crane, the veteran in this match as well. Another headlock takeover. The way he just snaps it off.
He definitely knows his crowd going for headlocks. That's a good way to get the audience behind you.
Salem Crane just kind of pop locks and drops it and takes him over. Roy trying to now get him in a headlock with his legs. Salem back to a headlock.
Headlocks all day!
Crowd chanting headlocks all day. Roy trying to get free of that headlock, but Crane is not letting him. Reverse lock. Pulls Roy down. Roy kicks him off. Roy with a single leg sweep.
It's just a back and forth at this point.
It is. It's like these two men know each other. Big shot.
Oh no! I don't want to think
That
about
might be the
those.
turning point there for Roy.
I don't want to
Roy
think about
might
that.
be in bad shape now. Have you had some chops before?
Maybe.
Ooh. Another big chop from Salem Crane on Roy Cooper. Big splash from Salem Crane. Crowd firmly. Dude, these chops, man. Salem is just really giving it to Roy right now.
Poor Roy's nipples.
Big, vicious back elbow. And a neck breaker to follow it up. Salem Crane gonna go for a pin here.
I mean, if you ask this crowd, probably Roy.
It's kind of sounded like they were saying, like, big jumping elbow drop with only a 2 count to it.
I mean, after all those vicious chops to the chest, following up, spiking his elbow in there.
Crowd firmly behind Roy. We see multiple "We Love Roy" signs out in the crowd. Roy rips on, gets a forearm, another forearm for his trouble. Big arm drag. Another big arm drag.
Big suplex.
Only a 2 count. Big boot as Roy comes charging in. Ooh, hooks him. Crane looking like he's going for a Uranagi in the corner there, but Roy, elbows knocking out of it. There's a lot of back and forth going on in this match. Crane getting the underhooks in. Roy spins out though. Big super kick to Crane.
God. That's a CTE in the making.
Right in the ear. Float over, going for a DDT. Crane seems like he's fighting it off though. Pushes him. Big boot, knocking Roy down. Back to the chop. Roy's chest is gonna look like some ground meat after this.
It's gonna look like mine.
Maybe some ground turkey with how pale Roy is. Big punch to the jaw. Face first into the turnbuckle. Crane is just unrelenting on it. Another chop. My Atlantis. Big suplex. Salem Crane going for a pin. Only a 2 count.
Now, is this or is this not for the One Sweet Deal medallion, or is this just a Salem Crane wanted to like beat the hell out of a rookie?
I honestly could tell you. It's been a long night. Ooh. Downward spiral into the buckle. Beginning of the show, Crane was saying that he was going to give Roy a one sweet deal of his own. Crane just too smart in that veteran, seeing Roy move out of the way, so he stops himself and gets back on the offense against Roy. Roy's starting to fight back a little. Big uppercut there from Salem Crane. A superplex Crane going
Again.
Roy trying to fight out of it. Roy pushes him back. Roy off the second rope, cross body.
God.
That's it.
That was clear across the ring.
Almost had the 3 on that. Roy's trying to fire the crowd up. Going for that. Salem pushes him off. Salem picks him up. Huge move. Two. Only a 2 count though. Roy has the fighting spirit of anybody in now if I've ever seen it.
At some point, one of these two has to get a consistent upper hand.
Absolutely. It's been so back and forth this entire time. I would say Salem's got the advantage though so far.
At least for right now.
Seems when Salem does moves to Roy, Roy's down a little bit longer than when Roy's doing moves to Salem. So Salem Crane just looking at the crowd as they're chanting, "Let's go, Roy." Ooh, big punch again to Roy. Going back up for the superplex. Roy
Never
fighting
go to
out
the
of it
well too many
again.
times.
He's really adamant about that going and landing. Roy with a DDT. Wow. Roy's got to get the pin though. 2. So close.
I mean, you can only dump someone on their head so many times before they stop getting up.
Right? Big splash by Roy in the corner. Going to throw Salem Crane off. Crane reverses, gets, and ref gets in the way. Big low blow from Salem Crane on Roy.
Like I've said, the main goal of the whole night is don't kill the ref.
The ref didn't seem like Roy halted himself just enough. Salem Crane mocking the crowd, gets the underhooks in.
Oh my God,
pile driver. Only a 2. Wow. I'm at a loss for words after that. Wow. This crowd now is solidly behind Roy.
I mean, can you blame him? He just had his spine compressed and he's still kicked out.
Getting Salem angry. Picks up Roy. Oh! Backcracker! Wow! For a TKO into a backcracker. Good reversal by Roy.
He is not going to try to do what I think he's going to try to
Is he
do.
going to do a coast to coast, post to post?
This is not your normal coast to coast. This is going clear across the entire ring.
Oh, right to the arm and chest of Salem Crane.
Oh, his poor ribcage.
Wow. Crane looks out. Roy's got to pull him out there to get the pin. Go for the pin. Only a 2 on that. Wow.
Oh, my Atlanta.
Wow, wow, wow.
This isn't a match. This is a war.
Hell of a war. Really trying to get the crowd fired up. Goes back to Crane. Looks like he's got that forearm tight under the neck, spinning him around. But Crane reverses and gets a clothesline of his own. Now just toying with Roy, maybe a little irritated and, quite frankly, a little pissed off.
What is this?
Salem Crane wants to know what this is. It's him getting frustrated.
It's Roy. That's what it is. 12 to 6 elbows right to the shoulder and neck of Roy Cooper. Has him by the throat. Choke slam here. Big sit out choke slam. The pin.
How is
Still
it not
owning a
over you?
check.
Salem Crane throwing everything he has at this point.
Absolutely insane.
I mean, what else can he throw at Roy? I mean,
A
it's supposed-
sleeper hold.
A sleeper.
Put him to sleep if he ain't going down or staying down.
It's not as good as a headlock, but I mean, he can.
Roy pulls him over. It's like a snap grip kind of. Follows it up with a forearm.
Forearm right
Roy
back.
is way more wobbly than Salem Crane is. Looks back with the fourth forearm.
Hit him right in the beard. Oh!
This is vicious. How's that make your chest feel? Seeing them chops.
Hurt.
Roy getting a little jumping on that. Ducks, Crane's clothesline hits
Oh
him
my
with a
God.
diving forearm. With a running European. Another running European. Might not be the time to talk to the fans, Roy. Stay on Crane, because Crane can turn around just like that at a moment's notice.
That's why you can't. Oh my.
Even flow DDT. Roy with his foot on the ropes.
That is, you have to be conscientious when you're in this tiny ring. You have to know where everything is.
Absolutely.
Even Salem's saying these stupid small rings.
As I said earlier, it's not the size that matters, but how you use it. Salem Crane picks Roy up for a power bomb.
Hurricane Rana.
Over with a Hurricane Rana. Super kick to follow it up. Crane is another super kick. Crane is so wobbly right now.
He doesn't need that face, right?
Hooking neckbreaker.
Ray Cooper Tires.
Roy Cooper coming out on top of that, just war. I don't know what else you describe that as other than a war. Even you sitting at home, you need to stand up in your living rooms and applaud that man after that performance. Oh my Slanesh, that was insane. I do not blame anybody for loving Roy right now. If he keeps putting out performances like that and competing at that level, I have no doubt in my mind whatever belt he cashes that in for, he will win, and he will win handily.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our night of hot wrestling action. Did you all have a good time? Listen, before we let you go, I just have a few things to say. Number one, can we have a nice round of applause for all the wrestlers that worked very hard tonight? Number two, I was great, wasn't I? Yeah, I got all the names right.
See that coming.
A lot of us are irritated with Trillionaire Vic mispronouncing everything.
About half the crowd started to clear out because that was supposed to be the end.
What are you doing here? This is my job now. You were fired. They put you out.
You're right, sir. Shall we? Shall we? One second, I'm sorry. Appleton, what's going on? Did you guys enjoy some action-packed action tonight? Who loves Roy? You're right, Trillionaire Vic. I did get fired. And for the last 2 months, 3 months now, this is the third show, I've been sitting at home and watching ridiculous things happen. The most ridiculous is you forgetting the names of every performer back there. Lauren made her debut. Her grandparents are out there. And you couldn't even give her the courtesy of the name correct? Like some idiot? Who does that?
Don't forget sponsors.
First of all, I didn't forget their names. I never knew them. I'm rich. Second of all, these people love me. They want me. You all just said I did a great job. I heard you with my own 2 ears.
Hold on, folks. Hold on. Do you guys love Vic? Do you guys love me? Then let's have them. Let's let them have it on 3. 1, 2, 3. Boom!
I don't need this. I'm going home.
You are going home because I am here for a very specific reason. Sitting at home today, watching the great show that it was, I get a message from a dear friend of mine saying I had to come down here. No, unfortunately, not Nathan. But still, I got a message that I needed to come down here because gosh darn it, some things are about to change. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the head of the family, C. Martin McClure!
You guys miss me? Yeah! You know, I think about 2 years ago you would have felt a little differently about that. But let's leave that as water under the bridge, all right?
I've always been on your side.
So listen. I'm sitting at
I feel like
home
the crowd is
tonight.
lying right now.
I'm watching the live feed because I was banned from the building. Until someone divulged a little bit of information.
Was it Nathan?
See, there was a stipulation in Nathan and Mr. Jarrett's contract at Out of Control 3 that if the new sole owner of Now were to be incapacitated and not able to be physically here to run the show, a third-party representative would be given emergency powers to straighten things out and get the ship sailing right again. And the name on the contract says C. Martin McClure. So it's a new day dawning in now, and it all starts next month, April 12th, at Wood Eyes in Winneconne. When I got here tonight, Kaiser and Robbie, they pulled me to the side. They said, we've got some unfinished business. Will you book us in a rematch against Arcadius and AC? And I said, Kaiser, you're not medically cleared yet, so I can't sanction a match for you. But what I can do is set up an unsanctioned Winneconne street fight for Wood Eyes, April 12th. Every city's got a mean street.
I mean, I'm not that far away from Winneconne, and they found a dead body 2 miles from my house.
Keep an
So it
eye
is
on
the mean
Now
streets.
Facebook page over the next month. We've got more announcements coming. Thank you. Everyone have a great night. It's good to be back.
You heard it, folks. Next month, Wood Eyes in Winneconne. We've got an unsanctioned street fight going on. We've got so much more happening. Thank you so much for bearing through with all of this, and we will see you next month. Get home safe.